mighty. Not because you want to, but you have to. Be bold and no time to be bashful. Grab life by the horns like a natural. Be sharp, be quick, and be agile. Never ever let a competitor catch you. Stay ahead of whatever is trying to pass you. Though it's not a race, sometimes that's how you gotta...
Hello everyone, Samuel Ray here. Welcome to the Morning Buddha, my solo segment, weekly, where I just sit down with my morning coffee and talk about whatever's on my mind. Just unscripted, sort of just solo ramblings for a little bit. Now, today's going to be a little different, and I apologize for the drastic drop in quality, sound quality that is. I have a new job now. I'm working 40 hours a week. It's an 8 to 5 kind of job, and I don't have any days of the week that I'm off until weekends. And even then I'll be working like 2 Saturdays of every week, or every month, I should say. So my amount of free time for recording and editing has decreased substantially. So I figured that this week I would just do like a mini update that doubles as a test to see if I can start recording these on my way to work in the morning. Since, well, it still fits theming, you know, it's just sitting down with my coffee and talking about something before I start my day, or to start my day. So, just a random idea I had yesterday, and, well, figured I would give it a try with not really a full episode, just a little test run. Real quick, I just wanted to update my current situation, maybe expand upon it. Like I said, I have new employment now. But at the time that you listen to this, I'll have already finished my first week of training, and this place is so serious about training new employees, it's actually 3 full weeks of training. And then for the first 2 weeks of that, I have to drive almost a half hour just to get to the training center, which is why I've had so little time, because that travels during rush hour, morning rush hour and evening rush hour. So especially during the evening, because my morning travel, if it weren't for the rush hour traffic, I would probably be only 20-minute drive, but the traffic makes it more like half hour. I have to plan for a half hour and wake up at like 6 a.m. because of how I am in the mornings. Yeah, I've been very tired, and just adjusting to new life routine and everything. This also means changes for streams. I've been streaming pretty consistently again on Twitch. I did stream quite consistently for the better part of a year, since, I believe it was July of 2022. And I mean, things went really well. It was Friday evening streams until I had my previous job, which, well, unfortunately took away my evenings. So I was constantly bouncing around doing essentially guerrilla streams on whatever day of the week I could do it, which had very, very diminished results, we could say. It was hard for regulars to come and, attend the streams. And when I stream, more often than not, I open up the game lobby to the viewers. I like playing with other people, since gaming's kind of always been a social thing I've done throughout my entire life with family and friends and such. Video games have always been a medium that has helped connect me to and then also I'm gonna have some more pauses while recording and driving, because I have to focus on driving safely. And there are some really bad drivers out here. I've been driving for more than 17 years, never had a single collision, because I'm a highly defensive driver, but some people out here, they are bad. Keep you on your toes. So back to what I was saying. Gaming has always been a social thing. So I want that to carry over to my streams. And that's also part of just my whole thing of being, safe content for all ages. So, like, I don't push away the younger viewers. I don't specifically target younger viewers, and most of the games I play are more in the T-rated range, with the exception of Warframe, which is a game that you can literally turn off. You can toggle off the gore, turning it into essentially a T-rated game. Because there's not much in the way of profanity, and there's pretty much no, suggestive content. So it's like, yeah, turn off the gore and it's a T-rated game again. I wish more M-rated games actually had those kind of toggles. That way, the users, the consumers, we can cater the experience to ourselves, our own taste. Because even though I'm, a full-grown man and have been for quite a while, I still just don't prefer gory or vulgar entertainment. It's just not my speed. It just doesn't appeal to me. So any opportunity to toggle it off is something I will take advantage of. Just because things like that, if they don't serve the game mechanics, then I see no purpose of it really existing other than aesthetics. And I focus, I don't know, it just doesn't suit me. But regardless, that's another tangent, and if I record these in the early morning, I may have more tangents as a side effect. Okay, got merge lanes. Oh gosh, that's backed up. Yikes. Criminy. Now I have to speed up and merge back over. Wonderful. Oh, hey, great opportunity. Okay, fine, go past me. Go. But yeah, so when I, got this new job, I knew I would have to restructure my entire content creation method, my whole process, my workflow, and my stream days. So, through these first few weeks, it's going to be a little shaky, but I'm thinking maybe I can pull off Friday evenings, but there's a lot I have to adjust around because it's not just work, but I have other aspects of my personal life that do need to take priority. So, this job is definitely going to put the bread on the table and pay the bills, and streaming doesn't really do that. Hardly at all. So it's definitely a lower priority in my life. I do think that it's important to have a creative outlet and a hobby. And for me, content creation and streaming is pretty much both. That's how I get my thoughts out there, create things that apparently some people like. I mean, I have had plenty of content that has done double-digit numbers on YouTube, so clearly there's people who enjoy it. And I appreciate each and every person who watches any of my content, honestly. Especially since I don't have the time or resources to put into it like many, much more experienced and successful content creators do. But streaming is kind of an outlet, like a relaxation thing. Sitting down playing good games with good people is very enjoyable. I really like doing that. It always puts me in a good mood. So I don't want to stop doing that just because of this job. I just need to find a good day each week that I can consistently stream without it interfering with other areas of my life. So bear with me while I'm figuring that out. Currently, I'm thinking the Friday evening after work, although Friday is a day where I'll be clocking out an hour later than I do on Monday through Thursday. And then I'm off most or half of all Saturdays and then all Sundays. So maybe a Sunday afternoon kind of thing, or early evening. And maybe some Saturdays. I'm not sure. I'm still figuring it out. So I'll keep everything updated on Twitter and on Discord. But it's gonna be shaky for a while. And then regarding YouTube videos, well, obviously I have less time to record off stream, less time to sit down and play games and record it and then edit it or trim it down for YouTube. So that's going to be a bit slower paced. I'll try to have like 3 uploads a week, including morning boot up on Mondays, and then a different upload on Wednesday and Friday. I hit the highway a bit ago, so expect more background noise. I'll do my best in post-processing, editing to filter that out, but it's going to be a bit rough. This is a test, like I said, to see how the sound quality can come out. If this is a viable way for me to record morning boot up, continuing on a weekly basis, or maybe more than one per week if enough people are okay with the sound quality. So we'll see how this works out. This will be good data for the future, but right now I just don't have hardware that can filter out enough of the background noise, I don't think. I mean, this thing's okay, but I've also had calls, like my mom, for example, where she heard a lot of background noise, but this thing's supposed to be able to filter that out. I'm not sure. I used to use this for work, and it used to be okay at it, but I'm not too sure. So, yeah, that's pretty much what's going on in my life right now. I'll be trying to record another proper episode of the podcast, like the main feature episode with Cyprime, probably within the next couple weeks, and then releasing that. We'll have to change our recording day, though. We used to record on Wednesdays because we both happen to have Wednesdays off in the past, like year or so, but now the weekends is pretty much all we got. So we'll figure it out. We'll get another episode out and dive into a topic. And then I have ideas, because I want to start collaborating with other content creators now. Other, clean, safe for work, family friendly, all ages, however you want to say it. Other content creators within the similar space as I am. And people who I can basically trust will keep it clean while we work together. A bit less necessary for consistency anyway when recording, because I can edit to keep it on brand, and omit anything I don't want in my content, as is my right. But, I would rather keep things as organic as possible while still keeping things clean and on brand. So I find that balance, but I definitely want to start collabing with people, whether it be playing through game campaigns together, or playing party games together, or I have an idea for discussion videos where I take a topic that I've already discussed solo in Morning Boot Up, and then revisiting it, but with the added perspective of a collaborator. That's something I want to start doing pretty soon. So I'm going to start reaching out to some people that I've been getting to know, and who I think would have a decent amount to say about a topic I've already talked about, and get some extra thoughts out there, some variety, because that's what we're all about here, is not staying rigid in just one point of view, but expanding our knowledge and applying that knowledge, and being open-minded to thinking about things from new perspectives, hence the subtitle of the podcast, and that entire umbrella brand being Counterpick New Perspectives. We counterpick against, echo chambers or collective groupthink. And, through learning, we can better ourselves, not just in our understanding of various topics, ranging from entertainment-related topics to very important topics, but, just as people, we can find things we can apply to ourselves. Like my video on responsibility, right? That was actually a bit more of an involved and I guess kind of philosophical video, though I do not call myself a philosopher. I'm not qualified for that. I don't have any kind of degree, and I mean, we all have philosophies, so technically we all are kind of philosophers in that we have ways of thinking about our approaches to life, and the standards and principles we live by, our values. That's all philosophy, but the ones who call themselves philosophers are a bit of a different breed, and for better or worse, depending on your view. So, now when I know that what I'm talking about is true, I state it as such. I'm not gonna, I'm not the type to walk on eggshells, tiptoe around, and say, in my opinion, when I know that I'm right, because that's what having conviction is about, and confidence. But most of the time, when it's a subjective topic, I treat it as such. And when it's subjective, having different, varied perspectives is very important. I don't like the whole echo chamber tendency that society has, or not society, but people have in our modern society with the internet, Twitter and whatnot, just really leaning into hearing affirmations of what you already think instead of challenging what you think and learning new ways to think about things. So that's always going to remain a staple of this channel, is challenging groupthink, challenging collective thoughts, and challenging echo chambers, and refusing to let this place be an echo chamber, but instead inviting various perspectives to enrich our understanding of the topics that we discuss, while also staying out of the divisive socio-political things that inevitably lead to divisions and arguments, because this is a place to kind of get away from that stuff. You get inundated with enough of that on social media and YouTube and whatnot. I don't want this to be another of the same kind of thing. I want this to be a place where people of all types and ages can just come and enjoy good games with good people and be nice to each other, which, when you're arguing about these super divisive socio-political topics, it's really hard to have people who remain nice to each other, remain kind. So that's why I just say, nope, none of that. Problem solved. If you want to deal with that, that's fine. I'm not going to say you can't believe whatever you believe. Just leave that at the door when you're here. Go do that stuff on your own platforms, on your own time, on your own, in your own spaces or what have you. I'm not gonna hate you for whatever you choose to do elsewhere. Just don't bring that here, and we do. So, yeah, my rambles are pretty much done, and this test is over. So please let me know what you think about the audio quality, about the idea of me recording my morning boot up episodes on the way to work. Until I can afford a better headset, this will be what the audio quality is like. This gives you a rough idea. I can try out new editing techniques and stuff, but that'll be the best I can do, is just change how I edit things and try and touch it up a little bit in post. But right now, this hardware is all I got. So let me know what you think. If you think this is suitable, or if you think I should go back to just trying to record whenever I can on my home mic, which is much higher quality, but it will result in less frequent uploads due to the lack of free time that I have compared to the past, since this new job requires 40 and some weeks more than 40 hours of my time, and then obviously I'm not going to neglect other aspects of my life. So yeah, let me know what you think. Less frequent but higher quality audio, or this quality of audio and more frequent. And then I will, feel free to follow me on my other platforms and socials. I upload these to YouTube and my podcast platform, which actually Anchor, which has been rolled into Spotify, distributes this to multiple podcast platforms. So, there's all sorts of places you can listen. And then you'll follow my Twitter at s_factor_sam. So the letter s_factor_sam. As you see in the author portion on the podcast website, author/artist, I guess, or on the YouTube channel. I've kept it pretty much identical on all platforms. Easy to find me. And then in the comments or on Twitter with the hashtag counterpick_pod, feel free to let me know what you think about the audio quality and frequency. Do I do it like this and be able to upload it more frequently, or do I go back to the old hardware, my home stuff, and upload? I don't know. I might have to go down to a bi-weekly frequency. So, all right, that's it for me. I'm almost at work, so I'm gonna go ahead and sign off here and get to the rest of my day. Hope you have an excellent day wherever you are in the world, or night if it happens to be later in the day that you're listening to this. This has been Samuel Ray, also known as Dr. Sam. I'll see you later.